This mushroom is growing on that Singapore cherry branch. And texture and all is kind of leathery type of texture. Color is very interesting. Of course, I know nothing about this topic. It's a new thing I've taken up to look in greater detail, because I have very much interested in this mycorrhizal fungi, and these are the flowering structure of that mycorrhizal fungi, if I'm not mistaken. And then in this wood there are 4 mushrooms are there. This is one more soft little thing. Probably early in the morning it will open up tomorrow. I just touched it and it broke. Then also something interesting we can see here, that is these thread-like structures that you see. This thread-like structure actually, this mycorrhizal fungi, they are able to digest. I mean, they are able to uptake the minerals from the earth, including stones and all that. So what they do, they act as an intermediary for plants. That is, they suck up the minerals and all whatever the plant needs and supply it to the root. And the plant in turn gives it sugar, because these creatures don't have a chlorophyll, so they need sugar to survive, starchy stuff, carbohydrate and all, and that is manufactured by photosynthesis only by and large. So plants will generate that sugar from the leaves, and then underneath in the roots, these mycorrhizal fungi, they create this type of hair-like structures, which then attach themselves to the roots of the tree itself, and then tree or plant, and then they have a kind of a symbiotic relationship where this mycorrhizal fungi provides the minerals from the rocks and mud and all that in exchange for sugar. And plants can't survive without these mycorrhizal fungi. And once they start agriculture and throwing chemicals and pesticide and fungicide and herbicide, mycorrhizal fungi communities die off, or they get severely damaged, and then the nutrient uptake and all is poor in the plants, so they become sickly. And then the whole cycle of sickness starts, because the underground life has got affected, and then it's all invisible, so people can't make out what's happening underneath. Only now scientists are realizing that this entire ecosystem that exists underneath the earth, which acts as an intermediary between the earth and the plants which are on the surface. So mycorrhizal fungi communities are very important for environmental health, and India's own mycorrhizal fungi communities are in severe danger due to invasive things that have come through the foreign earthworms which people are now using, and they are also invading these African night crawlers, and all those earthworms have invaded our Indian soil underneath, and their spores are connected to their spores contain the mycorrhizal fungi. I mean their droppings, that compost, compost contains mycorrhizal fungi spores, which are needed to generate new mycorrhizal fungi. So if you don't have native earthworm hosting spores are not deposited in the earth, and therefore something else will come, whose impact nobody has studied.